Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Nick Fair from the IT Innovation Centre at the University of Southampton, and I'm here today with my colleague
Dr. Stephen Phillips, also from the IT Innovation Centre.
Okay, so now we'll move on to the final part of resolving these possible modelling errors. As we can see from the last video, there are 4 remaining errors that we need to sort out. So Stephen, what do we do next?
Yeah, so we're getting down to the fine detail here. The first 2 warnings are that the sales manager and the system administrator have no access to email. Why do we care? This is because using email is a common way in to attacking someone's computer. So if you get sent an email that looks like it comes from your bank or from a business partner or whatever, and it's got a link in it that actually takes you somewhere bad, that's called a phishing attack. Or you might get an email with attachments in it that when you open it thinking it's a normal PDF document, it actually infects your computer and provides a way into an attacker.
So that's a malware.
Yeah.
Those are really common, aren't they?
Exactly. So because it's such a common vector for attacks, the system is highlighting when it looks like it might be that someone should have access to email, but you haven't put it on there. Because if you've forgotten to put it on and they do have access, then you're missing out on a whole load of problems that might arise.
Yeah, I see.
So with the system administrator, for sure, we haven't put any email software processes on the canvas. With the system administrator, what we're actually going to do is kind of resolve this possible error by saying that very specifically that system administrator does not use email on that admin workstation. They're not using email while engaged with this broader system that we've modelled here. And that's actually a very sensible security control for someone who is administering the system, that while they're perhaps logged into the router or the server or whatever, they're not at the same time running an email system on that same computer. They're going to need email somewhere, but maybe on a different computer that's isolated from this system that we're actually just modelling here.
Yeah, so it doesn't mean that the system admin has no email access at all. It just means they have no email access within this system via the administrator workstation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that helps secure the system, because then there's no phishing and malware attacks that they're going to fall victim to. However, the sales manager, they've just got their laptop and that's what they're going to use for everything. So we do need to add email for the sales manager. So if I just push the canvas over a little bit, make a bit more room, then we can find, here we go, an email client. So if I put that down, and by the way, you can close these panels at the side if you need a bit more space. So there's an email client. Sales manager is going to interact with the email client. We know now that application processes need to be hosted by a host, and actually I hadn't put in the fact that the sales manager interacts with the laptop. Not managing, not operating, but we're going to say they interact. So let's just adjust that label, make it tidy, and that will have fixed the email issues. Now, okay, we're on the email client view, so I'll click on the canvas. So it will have fixed them once we revalidate, and in fact, in this particular case, because we selected the control, it knows already on that second one that we've resolved the situation. Even without the validation, it's just able to do that straight away. Now, these other 2 are a little harder to understand, but it's saying, if we read the description, that it's basically talking about the fact that the database is serving customer data, and the customer data is not stored on the host that the process is residing on. And we've basically forgotten to say that this customer data is stored anywhere. So when we were putting that database in place, the final thing we should have done is to say where the data is stored. So that means it's persisted on the disk of that server without saying it's stored. You can have data that's not stored anywhere, but as that tooltip said, it's just volatile, so it's just comes and goes. So if I now run the validation again, there we go, it's gone green. So we've got the warning about the system administrator having no access to email, but we've got a tick by it because we've resolved it, and the whole panel is green because we've resolved one out of the one possible errors.
Excellent. So what this means is we've now actually successfully modelled the system in terms of the assets and the relationships. Next we'll move on to look at how we can adjust some settings for some of those assets and in relation to consequences and impacts of various threats.
Exactly, but we've got the model now, and we'll move on to the risk analysis.
Great, thank you.